Welcome aboard the sailboat Instagram. We are starting with the funnel. First, information. First row are the navigational instruments, outside and inside. Radio, anchor winch, and bilge pump. On the boat there are actually 3 bilge pumps. One is always on, it's automatic, it has a floater, so in case water does come into the boat, it will start working automatically and sump out all the water out of the boat. The second one is this one. You press it here. This is the manual, the secondary bilge pump. It works only when you press it, and you have to turn it on and turn it off by yourself. This one is used in case the first one malfunctions. And the boat is equipped also with a third bilge pump that's located outside in the cockpit, and that's a mechanical manual bilge pump. You use a lever to pump all the water out. Second row are the freshwater bilge water sump pump. That's when you are having a shower and you need to let all the water out. This is only the light for the panel. This is Webasto heating, and this is refrigerator. Your boat is equipped with solar panels, so you don't need to turn off the refrigerator during the night in order to save energy. Freshwater tanks. This boat is equipped with 2 freshwater tanks. To change them, they are interconnected, but you have to manually change from one tank to another. To do that, you need to go into the stern toilet, inside, open it here, and you will see on the right corner 2 pipes, red pipe and blue pipe. To change from one tank to another, simply turn off one and turn on the other, and that's that. Your toilet is manual, and it has two options for where you want the waste to go. One option is directly into the sea, and the second option is into the tank. If you close this valve, the waste will stay in the waste tank. When you fill up the waste tank, you'll see the indicator on the panel. Simply, when you are driving 7 miles from the coast, open this valve and all the waste will go out of the boat into the sea. If you don't want to use the waste tank, simply just leave this valve open and everything you do on the toilet will go directly into the sea. F2 is for the Wi-Fi and F3 is for the inverter. To start the inverter makes electricity from 12 volts into 230 volts. It's used when you are not connected to the shore power, when you are not in the marina, to power up small appliances like laptops, cell phones, and some small appliances like the only until 400 watts. Everything more than 400 watts, it will burn out the system. It's too strong for the inverter. To start the inverter, need to come down under the table. Where you will find the main switch for the electricity. Now you are on shore power. Now it's off, and now it's an inverter. Turn it on the inverter. Come back up. Press F3, and the inverter will slowly start up. When it comes to 230, 229, you are free to use it. All of the sockets that are normally used for 230 volts when you are connected to the shore power supply are now used to take power from the inverter. After using it, if you don't want to use it anymore, turn it off on F3, come back under and turn it back to shore power. On the right side, you will see this is the main switch for the service battery. To stop, to turn it off, to break it, pull this plastic off, on, press this button. Now everything is off, nothing is working. If you want to turn it back on, press down the plastic cover and press this button. You will hear a strong beep. This is just a test from the smoke alarm. It will stop in a few seconds, like this. Underneath, you'll find this is the main switch or the fuse for the anchor winch. Your boat is equipped with an electrical anchor winch, and in case of hitting something hard, using too much force, this will burn out. Then it will look like this, and you won't have any power in the winch. To have power back on, just simply press it back to on this position. Your boat also has a boat thruster. The boat thruster, to turn it on, you need to start one of these boats. This should be normally, when you are in navigation, this two should be on all the time. And if the boat thruster is not working, you will need to find his fuse. He also has a fuse, the brake and a breaker. First, check the breaker. The breaker is located under the bed. Over here. This is the breaker for the boat thruster. And the fuse of the boat thruster is located under the bed. You have to open this cover. And underneath this cover is another cover, which you also have to open. After that, you can find the battery for the boat thruster, and the fuse is located, you can feel it by hand, under here. To change it, here is the fuse for the boat thruster. The lights of the boat are located on this side of the panel. Here is the top light, steam and floodlight, navigational lights, and interior lights. Here are 12 volts USB charger and a cigarette lighter charger. This boat is equipped with his own gas system, natural gas for cooking. The secondary valve for the natural gas is located under the stove on the right side. With this valve you can turn on or turn off the gas as you please. But there is also a second valve that's connected directly on the bottle outside in the cockpit. With this valve you also turn on or off the gas. Our recommendation is, if you really don't want any gas on the boat, it's always better to turn it off outside on the main valve than here on the secondary valve. If you close it only on the secondary valve, you'll still have some gas left in the pipes. So it's always better to close it on the source in the outside. Your boat is also equipped with an air conditioning system. This is the command module from the air conditioning system. Press and hold to start the air conditioning. With these two you choose the temperature, and with these two you play with modes and do you want fan or do not. In case that the air conditioning can only be used when connected to the shore power supply. So in general you can only use it if you are in a marina. When using it, it's always a great possibility to get an error message on this small screen. If you see an error message at 12 or something like that, the first thing you need to do is to go to check the air conditioning to bleed air out of the system. To do that, first turn off the air conditioning, wait 1 maybe 2 minutes for the whole system to reset. After that, press and hold, turn it back on. When it's turning back on, come to this part of the boat in the salon, through to the master bedroom, remove these bolsters, and underneath you will find the air conditioning system. Open it and locate the bleeding valve. The bleeding valve is this valve here on the top. It goes to a T connection and it has a red handle over here. So you turned off the air conditioning, you waited 2 minutes, the system made its reset. After that you turn it on, the air conditioning is starting to work. Just come here, open this valve, let it flow a few seconds. After a few seconds where some water came out, water is going out, close it back and the system should be restored and now functioning normally. Thank you and goodbye.